highly favored, and definitely hope this is your first time stopping by my channel. Much love to you and welcome into my returning selves, my extended beautiful family. Just thank you so much for the love. We're all being able to lift each other up in the most amazing ways, in unexpected ways. There's truly a blessing on all levels. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. And also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. Also, if you feel like the videos are very good spirited or gives you good vibes or informative that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times right now and just need spiritual guidance, or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The music that I'm listening to in the background, y'all, is called Ultra Deep Trance Frequency, Meeting Your Higher Self Meditation, DMT Spiritual Activation Frequency. And I will post that link in the description box below. And my video is about Twin Flame 101. Heyoka, stepping out the comfort zone. Never live inside your limits. I know I got that from I was listening to Trent Shelton yesterday. And I love watching his videos. And it's like between all of them, they always have one of those, those one-liners they really catch you throat. Like, damn, I felt that to my soul. It had me shook for a minute. So I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta write that down. Because if I sit up here and borrow somebody's stuff, I'm gonna sure enough give them credit for that. So thank you for that, Trent. But yeah, it's so true. A lot of us and if you watching this video, don't ever think I'm trying to talk bad to you, but I'm gonna tell you how it is. It's just it's all in love. It's all in love. A lot of us are stepping in that zone to where this is a new year and you're going to start things off and you're doing new things, and it can be scary. Trust and believe. I know there's things that I have to really tell myself, and you got to practice what you preach, Roslynn. You telling everybody else not to be scared and go by faith. Go ahead and do that. And I've done it. There's people that I know is trying to do new ventures, but they're like, oh, Roslynn, this has happened, and I'm just like, but I know you're going to do great. You have to keep telling yourself this. You have to be able to experience to know, okay, these are the things that I need to improve on. These are the things that I can take part and add this to what I'm doing, or maybe I can find different topics and stuff to do this to make me uplift myself. Everything happens for a reason. You have to allow yourself to get out that comfort zone, because if you're so used to doing different things, you're not used to doing different things, you want to switch it up. That's why it's like with my situation on my channel, I've done a cooking video where I was showing you about my favorite Creole dish. It's like straight from the motherland. My parents are Creole and Native American. So, I love being able to find new dishes and be able to, add my little spin off to it and stuff like that. And I've done some where I've sung with my dad on different songs, or if I've sung a couple of my dad's songs, and then being able to tell y'all the meaning of them, try not to get emotional and stuff like that. Because, he really pushed me. I'm like, Daddy, hold up, wait a minute. You want me to sing? He was like, yeah, let them be able to see different sides of you, and then you all see me emotional. I hate crying, because I never want somebody to be like, oh, she's just doing this for likes, or, oh, she's just doing this for attention. But if you know me, and especially if you're an empath, when somebody's trying to feed you the BS, or, somebody's being very genuine. And so I love for y'all to be able to, send me those, being able to see different sides of me, being able to know me, being a part of my journey. It's like y'all are my virtual fam, as well as my soul fam. We're all working hard to uplift ourselves. We're all working hard to heal from the things that's been placed on us, being able to be a blessing within the lessons that we're guiding towards, as well as we're learning, as well as we're teaching. All these different things, don't, when you give up excuses, you only person you're failing is yourself. When you're not allowing yourself to have that faith that everything is going to be all right, you're only failing yourself. When you're you're doing things, or you're not really doing what they're assisting you to do, you're blocking yourself on the blessings of the process of your blessings. There's times where I'm just like, why have this happened now? Why does that haven't happened? This is getting on my nerves. These people did this people did that. But I had to be able to tell myself, I had to be able to learn throughout my experiences as ways I do things. Y'all, my bad. It's like my eyeliner just keep running and it's aggravating this mess out of me. And it did help when I was in up here crying in my last video, so I apologize about that. But hell, y'all know I'm sensitive as I don't know what. And then I had to compose myself because y'all leaving more comments, and I'm just like, oh my God, I love y'all, because y'all are just y'all make me sappy like that. It make me feel like I'm a punk. I had to knock down my Power Ranger and stuff like that. I don't like doing that. But anyways, you have to be able to step outside the comfort zone. If you're being guided to do things differently, go ahead and do them. I've done that. There's things that I did not want to do. People are like, Roslynn, you need to sing a little bit more. I'm like, I'm like about that. Now it's like I want to do the singing, and now my microphone broke. So it's like all these different things are going on. There's things that I want to transpire in doing, but I gotta get different equipment and stuff like that. So I'm working hard on manifesting all these different things into my life. So being able to do things. So I love adding more things, the positive thumbnails, and along with the messages, uh, as well as the meditation music that I carry. I had to be able to get, corrective criticism, because I know when I was using my laptop, sometimes you'll be able to hear me, sometimes you won't, all those different things, because I know my energy was like fluctuating and was changing, and it was just really crazy. And now it's just like, okay, I'm gonna use my phone, because it was always something happening. Like if I do my videos, and God forbid it was like 15-20 minutes, it takes like 3 or 4 hours just for it to upload. I'm like, God dog. Or sometimes I can have, videos like lapping back to back to back. It's like as soon as one finish, upload the next one. But it's like it only takes that one little error that you have in one video, and then knocks off all the videos that you don't place there, where you put all the information in the description area. You tagged all the names you needed to tag, and then all of a sudden that stuff wipes out. You're talking about it was a pissed off sister, because it took me like almost an hour to get all that stuff in. Now it's just like universe had guided me. It's like, Roslynn, why don't you use your phone? I'm like, oh my God, I don't, the last time I did the live feed, and I really said I wanted to do that. And I'm gonna see if I'm gonna do it. I'm just feeling it is, seeing if I'm being guided towards that. But it took me a while to do that, because the last time I was doing like live feed, there was racial slurs being up in there, and they kept coming in and being very disrespectful, and it was like you're adding like heavy energy towards the cause that I was doing. So it was a whole bunch of different things, and people are like, Roslynn, I really miss your live feed and stuff like that, because I used to do them at least like twice, 2 to 3 times a week. And I might not, go ahead and put those up again. I really love doing it, because it was like good to be able to talk to y'all. But it was, in a way, it was kind of hard, because I'm just like, dang, I'm trying to see what I can talk about, because usually, if you're not in a live feed, you're talking about what you have to talk about, and then y'all drop comments whenever the video ends, or during the video that you want to, post whatever you had to say. But, all the things I'm being guided towards, I'm trying my best to do that. Being able to sit here, and it's like after, when I allow myself to be open to spirit and say, okay, these are the things you want me to talk about. These are the things you want me to shed life on. And it allows me to really feel blessed in everything I do, because it's allowing me to really see the change that took place in my life, to be able to view things in a whole new different way. Not everything is what it seems. Just because you haven't got your blessings yet don't mean you're not going to get them. It's all about how you're taking everything in. You have to be able to get corrective criticism. If you can be able to dish it out, you got to be able to take it. And I'm a firm believer in that. There was a lot of times universe be rubbing the hell out of me in the wrong way. I'm like, look, they already where they need to be at. You trying to get there. You better be careful on what you say, what kind of looks you give them. That's just like your parents. You got to be able to watch out what you say, because you never know now. You be still sitting up here mad as all hell, and you're in a place that you should have been gone from already. But it's all about how you look at the things that are going on in your life. You're connecting with people that are helping you along the way as you're helping them. We're all connect. There's always a reason for people connecting. I feel like anytime they're like, there's people that drop my lines and saying, Roslyn, I know I'm an empath, but I knew there was something different about me. I think I might be a Heyoka. I said, if you over here watching one of my Heyoka videos and you're telling me something guides you there, trust and believe you're a Heyoka. I've actually had people that were part of the Native American tribe. There's some of them has really, said some, underlying words, and it was like I rubbed in the wrong way. While I said, obviously, I must be doing something right, because number one, I will never, never disrespect anybody's, ethnic background. I don't give a damn what has been, done, in the world, or, certain things is done. Not everybody is like whatever, trauma has been happening in the world. Being able to love and appreciate people for who they are, the wisdom you can be able to, share. There's a lot of my brothers and sisters coming from all over the world, and they always allow me, they'll send me something like, hey, Roz, this is that. Oh, can you check this out? And it's so beautiful. Or, I can sit up here and crack jokes with them online, because I'm just like, oh my gosh, if this is how the Heyoka mess is, it ain't gonna never be a dull moment for us, because there's always something crazy that's coming out of our mouths and stuff like that. And it'd be the shock of words. But it's just being on this journey. They always want you to broaden out the things that you're going to do, because just because you have set your path to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to stick to it. You never know where that, what kind of detour is going to come into your life. That's up to divine timing, for number one, and universe and God, number two. All those different things. It's like when I first started, it was just me doing video diaries because of the shock of value of what has transpired in my life, like almost close to 4 years ago. um I didn't really have anybody I can talk to. It was just like I had family that knew about my situation, but I couldn't trust them. Or I had family that didn't want to believe it and they chose to ignore me. I was connecting with one of my my adopted mom's side, um, one of my cousins and stuff like that. And she was like, you blocked me on Facebook and this and this and that. And do you even talk to family? I was trying to make sure, your number was the same and stuff like that. And I had to tell her, my situation. I said she already knew, but she didn't know all the details in it. And I'm like, look, you have to understand. People that I trusted and thought they were family is like stabbed me in every way possible. So it's just like when I, I I don't know who knew and who didn't know about my situation, but it's a hurtful situation because nobody's in my shoes. Nobody knows what I'm experiencing. It's already bad to lose a parent, but when you lose a parent and a public figure and you're never getting that closure, well, I'm not saying never get that closure, but you're not getting that closure, and you're trying to find a peace of mind, you will cut everybody off. I don't give a damn how close we were, because if there's a situation where I can't see other people I could trust, or you're being in my life for financial reasons, or I've had so many people connect with me on a positive experience, but I also had people connect with me on a negative one. So I'm appreciating all sides, but it's like when I'm doing on my journey, there's a lot of times you have to go on isolation. You can't be having everybody riding on a coattail with you. If they were meant to be there, they will be there. You're all going on different things to where you have to be able to step out your comfort zone. But like with my situation, I just started doing video diaries. The next thing you know, when I first started my first videos, I was really quiet. You couldn't barely understand what I said. And I was like, man, even though I'm a very outspoken person, but it was just like I've never did these things before. I never uh did a video and was sending it out for the world to see, because it was like that was a very sensitive time for me. Even though it's still sensitive, but it's not as it was before, because I can understand my purpose. I can appreciate my purpose. I can see the blessings, the curses that came turned around into be big blessings. It allowed me to see how my life is like molding, how my life is changing for the better. Even though I'm not where I want to be at, but I can see the confirmation through the comments y'all leave. Y'all are going through rough patches right now. You want to understand your spirituality. You want to be able to learn yourself on a deeper level. I keep it real. but I also try to keep it entertaining too. Y'all know I'll have my touch of silliness side. There's a couple of videos where I don't had to cuss a couple of folks out because they came at me the wrong way. I don't like nobody trying to press me in the corner. A lot of times I'm not gonna allow nobody to make me come out my character because I can't. You have to allow somebody to be open and in. Like they say, oh, somebody about to make me lose my mind. No, they can't do that unless you allow them to. But you have to also be able to respect what's being said, respect people's boundaries. You have to be able to do that. And, sometimes you got to be able to give the people the memo. So, but then I just allow myself to really allow myself to be blessed from every experience I've came across, whether it was a dark moment, or it was a light moment. Because it's like when I allow myself, I can't allow myself to keep honestly looking at all my circumstances as a negative one, because there's a purpose behind everything you have experienced in life. It's all about how you choose to look at it, all about how you go about what you're trying to change in your life for the better. Because if it's like you're placing blame, you're trying to be a victim towards everything, you're not allowing yourself to see the change within the change, or if you're allowing yourself to focus more on the negative and less on the positive, you ain't gonna get anywhere. Even when there's negative things going on in your life, a lot of times we have to, fall to appreciate that come up. A lot of times you have to fail for you to be able to appreciate the success that's entering your life, all those different things. And it's like this situation has really is blessing me. When I say the joy is really blessing me, and me being able to see the hearts that I'm touching, being able to be a part of your journey as you are a part of mine, I had to let my guards down to be open to the world about things that has transpired in my life. Why it says, oh, I just got a tarot card notification that says you're being open and honest. That's crazy. But a lot of the situations I've been in allows me to appreciate, you know, what journey I'm on. Really being able to understand why certain things that had to take place for me in my life to really get me where I need to be. Because it's like no matter who I'm related to, my situation has really made me humble. I feel blessed to be able to do the things that I do, as well as for myself, as well as I'm doing for people. Being open towards my gift is like medium gift, psychic gift, whatever you want to call it. And being able to help people get that peace of mind, even though it's like when I'm feeling the emotions, especially when it's people's, family is expired, or passed over or whatever, being able to give them that confirmation. They're always there. You always probably had somebody that you linked to that really meant a lot to you, and you're like, okay, y'all made this pact, like, okay, if one of us seems to pass away, you never want to put that on anybody, but y'all had like a certain code to where, okay, is things beautiful over there, or um do you still see me, or I see you, all these different things. And it's just amazing how I can tell people certain things, and they know there is no possible way of me knowing. But it can be, I can feel the emotions that certain stages of memories that your loved ones hold dear to them. They feel for you as you feel for them, but it's only the blessing within that is they're always still around you. They comfort you on your moments of sorrow. They ease you during your times of confusion. They try to be that umbrella over the storms that you're being placed in. All these different things. They're telling hey, you're not going through this situation alone. They'll leave you pennies, they'll leave you dimes. Somebody that, they're telling me now, I'm getting downloads, where they're telling me that some people are going through different things right now, and there's a certain bird they're attached to, and they're telling me to tell you, if you're watching this, um, that bird is the confirmations that everything is going to be okay. That's the yes that you've been looking for. Because there's always a time we always say, let me hear the sign, let me see the sign. You've been finding pennies, you've been finding dimes. You can be walking up to your car, or you can be on a nature walk, and boom, there goes a beautiful feather. All these different things are going on in life, and and it's just allowing me to see all the possibilities in my life and seeing, the gifts that I have. My dad used to always tell me, even my mom, they're saying, you're very special. There's something about you that, my dad was like, he knew there was something special about me as well because of the things that my mom used to tell him. And he was like, wow, he already knew he was like that, but then being able to be that person that just can remember, me and my dad were supposed to be twin brother and sister, identical twins, but I didn't make it. But I remember there are certain things, that I've talked to different family members that are connected with my dad on that side that can give me that confirmation that these things did happen. Remembering my death from my mom, my grandmother, she talks to me a lot as well as my aunt, her sister, twin sister, all these different things. They're like, it's amazing on the things that I went through, the things I'm experiencing now. My mom used to be very intrigued about, my psychic views or, my gift of views or whatever. Um, and just being able to know I can add that to my life and being able to bring joy to my life as well as I'm bringing joy to somebody else's life is such a blessing to me because I had to allow myself to step out that zone of comfort. Being able to, even though I don't have all the answers or I don't know what's going on down that road, that's where your faith kicks in. If things are supposed to happen in a certain way, it's going to happen regardless, but on your journey, when you're having this mission of being a warrior the way you are, you have to be able to understand you're always going to be protected, even though during those times, like, damn, I wasn't protected when this happened. Some of these things have to fall suit. Like they always tell you, got to go through an uphill or you got to go through some dramatic changes for you to get that breakthrough that's right around the corner. And a lot of times that means some financial failure, um, like a marriage is falling apart, all these things, because it's like I've had friends that are like, this was my false twin flame, and I know that has to be a hurtful feeling. I've been in numerous of toxic relationships, some that I really cherished and just didn't act out right. But I can take all those different things that has happened in those relationships and being able to make a positive impact on my life for when I do find that my soulmate, and being able to do that, I can allow myself to understand and learn from the failed relationships I've had, with the things I want to do in my life. I know what mistakes I did before because I jumped into it without really taking things at thought, and allow myself to really think about it, wanting to help people, but I'm also putting up a safe boundary for myself as well as somebody else. All these different things you learn along the way, and you have to be able to just, respect the game, being able to have faith when the universe is trying to guide you somewhere. They're going to protect you. There's a lot of times you're like, well, damn, Roslynn, if I'm protected, these things would have happened. And oh, that's not a possibility. You have to be able to think that there's a lot of times for you to be able to receive your blessing, you have to go through a sign of trauma. That's why I look at my situation. It was very traumatic for me to go through. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I don't like it when people ask me, Roslyn, I can imagine. I don't want you to imagine the pain that I currently endure. Losing a parent is always the worst thing possible because you always feel like, even though your parents are not going to live forever, but you never see yourself not living without them. You can prepare death all you want to, but when you finally go through that, nobody's not prepared for that. you know so it's just like it was a blessing, and all the things, all the tragedy has fallen place in my life because it allowed me to really look outside the box, being able to be grateful for all the things, being blessed, know that God gave me that gift to where I can still talk to people that they're no longer here, this dearly departed, whatever you want to call it. But it allows me to be able to see a blessing within every curse that I've ever been that's fell in my lap, being able to appreciate the things that you know of the life that has been given. It can always be worse than what it actually is, um being able to say, yeah, I've been through a lot of different abuse, but it's allowing myself to know when I went through this, I want to be able to be an advocate for other people. When you have gone through different circumstances in your life and you want to be able to uplift somebody, you have to be able to go through those traumatic circumstances for you to be able to help people you can be able to relate to. So it's like anytime I come into contact with people and people are like, Roslyn, I would love to talk to you on side to side. And I really tell you, I keep it real. Sometimes you have to be able to respect that, because I'm telling, I always tell people I'm never want to disrespect you. I don't never want you to feel like I'm gonna play you small, because we come to people that are like that. You can be a threat to them, and they're like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. It's all about what you want to do, but you have to be able to take the bitter with the sweet at the same time. I tell people real quick, I'm not that one that's going to tell you what you want to hear, but I will tell you the truth. There are so many people that I can say that, they were like, oh, you, Rosalind, if you didn't do this and this and that, I would never be the way I am now. No, I'm just that friendly reminder. You had to do all the work, but I had to be that one that tells you you got what it takes. Have faith in yourself, have faith in, the path that you're taking. Allow yourself to really see them for all it's worth. There might be people that are working against you, but know that you're protected to the one that's going to take you further. All these different things is transpiring in your life that, that you really have to be able to see it, in between the lines, and being able to allow yourself to, you know, be guided and know, when things just happen, you can allow yourself, why is the world being like this? Why is this happening? But you have to also tell yourself, are these different circumstances, or these different situations trying to teach me? What is the universe want me to learn from this dark time right now? What is this they're trying to form me into through the storm that I'm currently in? All those different things you have to be able to ask yourself, because it's like I said before, when you've gone through different things in life, your circumstances, whatever your weak point is, it will place you in certain situations so you can be up. You want to be balanced out. Because when everything's all said and done, you're going to know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of y'all that are seeing that in your life because you've been on this journey for a while. A lot of y'all are still healing from whatever trauma it was placed on you for you to get on this path. And allows you to really see things for what they are. We've been conditioned, we've been controlled, we place limits on ourselves. You always got to, walk outside the limits. It can be scary as hell. Yes, it is. But they always say, do things that scare you the most, because those scary things are to be the things that is going to strengthen you in ways that then you'll understand, like, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I had to go through that. Thank you. I mean, because when I tell y'all the other day, God, was either it was like 2 days ago, and I was sitting here, and it wasn't even a sad time, but that emotion came up of me being grateful for everything that has transpired in my life, whether it was like the rug snatched up under me and I bit the hell out my tongue type situation, or it was like, just having somebody to be able to talk to that, I can vent to about different things. Blessings like that. And I mean, when I said I got emotional because I allowed myself to see the change within the blessings that I'm trying to move towards. Understanding why, when it came to different relationships, I was out of a toxic relationship, but I'm blessed I went through that relationship because it allowed me to be able to have that love for myself, being able to be patient through the times it was hard for me to get, stay in that situation, because I'm a Taurus. I'm the type of person, I want my stuff yesterday. All these different things has been robbed from me. I want it now. And you can tell anybody that, but when God and universe wants you to have it, they'll give it to you when they want to, not when you want things. Because at times we get mad because we pray for the things we want, but it's coming. But you have to go through certain, terms and conditions for you to be able to get it. And it's just when I allow myself to do that, a lot of times we wish things were easy on us, but you wouldn't learn anything if it was easy. You wouldn't be able to appreciate nothing. And then it's like when you finally got your blessing, it wouldn't last because you would just F it up. And they really want you to be able to appreciate everything that's being coming out your life, because a lot of times we have to be able to understand the blessings within that trauma that we have, you know. And all the things that I went through, it was just like I didn't have faith in anything. I didn't want to believe that God was on my side, because it's like, my mom's ex-husband, shoot, he a damn pastor. And I'm just looking like, almost, now I'm not saying that every person that was like a pastor or a deacon or whatever like that done some things, but it's like most of the people I know that is on that type of platform, has done some kind of dirt or doing some kind of closet stuff. And I'm just like, it made me look at them sideways like, no, I can't judge them, but where are you trying to lead me to? Because I'm not trying to go where you trying to lead me to, because somebody need to come save you. Jesus need to be in your life. Because you talking about, oh, I'm leading you to the promised land. What kind of promised land? Because it ain't the one I be, my God got, because no, you just got too much stuff going on. But when I allow myself to really see God taking place in my life, turning things around for me when I didn't see it coming, I had to give so much praise to him. Even though I'm not no religious person, I really am not. But I believe in higher power. I believe in situations can change for the better if you allow universe and the powers that be, allow yourself to let them orchestrate your life instead of you trying to, divert things on your own. Because a lot of times you'll mess your own self up because you trying to do stuff on your own way when they're clearly seeing you signs to go to the left, and you're like, well, there's a shortcut on the right. Well, let me go ahead and take this. When even though they tell me left, and then you get mad because it don't flatten your tires and you stuck in some quicksand. Can't blame nobody but yourself because they told you to go left. All these different things that's transpired in your life, and they're telling you, step out your comfort zone. Don't live inside your limits, and you'll miss out on so many different opportunities if you play it safe, especially when they're trying to tell you push out a little bit. I had to learn that. And now it's like when I used to get mad, like, why I got to do so many videos in one time? Why do I got to do this? And I put like 3 videos out, and 2 other days I'll be off. And it's like, no, I need you to do these videos, and I need you to do more than two and do them every day. When I started doing them, like at first it was doing it every other day, and then I do one or maybe 2 videos, and that was it. And I'm wondering why I didn't get that many views, wondering why nobody's subscribing to me, because I feel like, oh, well, if people know who my daddy is, they'll, it will be out there. It'll be all the way out there. And it was like, no, just because it is, I'm gonna have you come into contact with people that knew your dad, so they're gonna know you, and all these different things, and you still not gonna get your blessings. You got a chance to know different sides of your dad, the people that he was connected to, whether it was like a significant other, or even people that's been in the band with my dad for 30 years. All those different things I got a chance to experience. I even seen the ugly side of different things that my dad did not want me to get exposed to, but I end up getting exposed to. All these things has taught me a lot of things that I can just take heed in my life. Well, now allowing myself to, even though, people are, going out to say stuff just to make money. My dad is like, but baby, you can't control about what people are trying to get out there. Some people will do anything for $1. And you have to understand that. I be telling my dad, me and my dad be having that little telepathic talk, and I'm just like, Daddy, I'm just not used to a life like this. It's something I have to get used to, but I can really appreciate everything this circumstances and this situation has taught me. Is something that I will never forget. Being able to know I can make my imprint, a positive imprint in the world like this, to be able to say that I was in your life. I was, you were a part of my journey as I am a part of yours. And, and people tell me, Roslynn, I love you and this and that. And, I love that, because it's like I said before, I grew up and I didn't have that type of love in my house. I see anybody who was blessed to be able to get adopted or in a foster, home, and you end up having good, a good upbringing. You had people that, you can trust, and, you didn't have to worry about things like that. I love to see people going through that. I never hate on them because that was their blessing. Everybody has their journey. Everybody has their road of experience, but it's all about how you look at things. Everybody goes through their different things to get to where they got to get to. Sometimes you got to crawl before you walk. But it allowed me to step out my comfort zone, allowed me to be comfortable being uncomfortable. So they always tell me, open your mind up, allowing myself to be like that antenna, allow spirit to talk through me, and say how you feel and keep it real about it. Don't sugarcoat nothing. Not every day is going to be perfect. I love doing positive videos, but not every day I'm in a positive mood. I get like that, but it's like on those days I try to stay clear of doing videos. I might be able to do 1 or 2, but if I'm still feeling that way, because I've done that before, I ain't even gonna like, well, shoot, people knew, because I'm like, Rosalind, your essence is really heavy. Are you okay? And I'm like, oh, I'm fine, knowing good well I wasn't. So it's just like when I do that, that's not fair to myself, and it's definitely not fair to you. But it's like not everybody that does these videos or whatever I can basically tell you for myself, you don't have a good day all the time. But I've seen people that are in their dark moments and they really like filming stuff like that. That's not me. I mean, respect to the next person, but if that's how you get your stuff done, that's how you get your stuff done. But me, it's a totally different story. I feel like, if I'm gonna do my videos or whatever, and I know I'm in a funky mood or I'm dealing with some, my own personal demons and trying to get myself to, you know, get within myself in love and joy. And I'm not right there. I'm not about to do no videos that day. I'm not, because I'm not that type of person that misery loves company. Because I'm feeling all down in the dumps. I want you to feel that way with me too. I have a lot of love bugs to tell me, Roslynn, if you need, talk to me, I'm there, and I mean, I appreciate that, but there's a lot of things I have to deal with on my own. And I'm just glad that I'm blessed I can have that type of opportunity where, I'm opening myself up to people and people want to open themselves up to me. So that's a blessing. You can be able to have people like that around you. But allow yourself to step out the comfort zone. Don't play it safe all the time. Sometimes you got to add some adventure to your life. Then you can find out, where your life is taking you and where you can go. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Let me see who I'm gonna give a post notification shout out to. Jay Medina and Chrissy Red Wolf. Much love to you. Welcome to the fam. I'm glad to have you. Drop me a line. Let me know if you're resonating with the videos that I'm putting out. Give me so I can go ahead and give you a post notification shout out. I hope you're enjoying the videos. I hope it can, be a part of your journey, because you definitely are mine. And it's a blessing for you to be in my life. I really love that. Our family is like growing by the days. We're almost close to 1,800 subscribers, and which is just amazing. So, like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, share, hit that notification bell. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always someone out there paying for your better days. And what else I was gonna say? Oh yeah, if you want to talk to me but you're not comfortable with doing it here, and you have Facebook Messenger, not if I don't, I'm not going to be accepting any Facebook messengers on my page. So please don't take it to heart if I don't confirm that. But I have no problem with discussing anything on Facebook Messenger. Please let it be, important about business type stuff, network. I love to do that. There are some people who want to, let me hit you up. And no, I ain't even about that. I ain't that type of party. I'm networking. I'm helping you get up like I'm getting up, but not getting up in that way. So, let it be about serious content. I mean, serious inquisition, whatever, inquiries. That's what I meant to say. And everything is confidential. So whatever it talks about there stays there. No, well, I already told you that. Make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity. You never know when all those things can really help somebody a long way. And I love y'all so much. Make sure you drop a line. I'm gonna go ahead and do another video or two. I don't know. It's just I know my energy is starting to so I'm gonna try to go ahead and push out another 2 videos. So much love to you, and I'll see you on my next video. Much love. Peace. Be well.